1. Marcell Ozuna trade rumors. What's next for the Braves? 2. MLB trade deadline. Braves veterans on the move? 3. Braves-Reds trade proposal. Would Marcell Ozuna be the key to Cincinnati's success? 4. Braves set to trade MVP candidate Marcell Ozuna? What's next for Atlanta? 1. Marcell Ozuna trade rumors. What's next for the Braves? In the world of baseball, the trade deadline often brings about significant changes, and this year is no exception. The Atlanta Braves are in a position where they are not willing to compromise their future prospects for the years 2026 and beyond. However, there is a notable player who might be on the trading block, Marcell Ozuna, the star-designated hitter who is set to become a free agent. Interestingly, there are indications that Ozuna might be open to waiving his 10 and 5 veto rights, which would allow the Braves to explore trade options more freely. On the other hand, the Braves have made it abundantly clear that they have no intention of trading their standout third baseman, Austin Riley. A source close to the team firmly stated, "No chance." When asked about the possibility of Riley being dealt, whether to the New York Yankees or any other team. Meanwhile, the Houston Astros are actively seeking to strengthen their lineup, particularly by adding a left-handed hitting second baseman. One of their primary targets appears to be Brendan Donovan, an all-star from the St. Louis Cardinals, should he become available for trade. Donovan himself has expressed a strong desire to compete and contribute to his team's success, stating, "I want us to go for it. I'm a competitor. We've surprised a lot of people." This sentiment reflects the competitive spirit that drives players and teams alike as they navigate the complexities of the trade market. But here's where it gets controversial. Should teams prioritize immediate success at the expense of their long-term strategies? As fans and analysts, we often find ourselves debating the merits of such decisions. What do you think? Should the Braves consider trading Ozuna, or is it wiser to hold on to their key players for future seasons? Share your thoughts in the comments. 2. MLB trade deadline. Braves veterans on the move? The Atlanta Braves are shifting to seller mode as the trade deadline approaches. As the MLB trade deadline draws near, the Atlanta Braves find themselves in a position where they may need to part ways with some key players. According to MLB insider Bob Nightingale, both designated hitter Marcell Ozuna and reliever Raisel Iglesias are set to be available for trade, along with a handful of other players. Nightingale's statement is quite definitive. He is not merely speculating or making predictions, he is reporting that these players will indeed be on the trading block. The phrase, "a few others," suggests that there may be additional players whose futures with the team are uncertain. However, he also clarified that the Braves do not plan to trade any players who are under multi-year contracts until the off-season. It's important to note that while Ozuna is available for trade, he possesses 10-5 rights, which grant him the ability to block any potential trade. This right is activated when a player has 10 years of MLB experience, with at least 5 of those years spent with the same team. Identifying other players who might be available for trade is challenging at this point. The Braves have several players on their roster with contracts that are set to expire, but not all of them are pending free agents. Some players are arbitration eligible or still in their pre-arbitration years. While it is possible that the Braves could non-tender some of these players, any decisions regarding this will likely depend on how the rest of the season unfolds. Take second baseman Ozzie Albies, for example. He has 2 club options remaining on his contract after this season. Although he is not currently a pending free agent, he could become one if the Braves or any team that acquires him opts not to exercise his option for 2026. Despite ongoing discussions about Albies' future with the Braves, there are no credible reports indicating that he is on the trading block. He might be one of the few others mentioned, but as of now, there is no confirmation from Atlanta Braves on SI regarding his status. MLB insider Jim Bowden recently expressed on Foul Territory that he does not foresee Albies being traded. Additionally, there has been notable interest in catcher Sean Murphy. Bowden reported that both the San Diego Padres and the Tampa Bay Rays are eager to acquire him. However, based on Nightingale's insights, it seems unlikely that a trade will occur during the current season. We will soon find out if the right offers come in for Murphy, Ozuna, or Iglesias, as Braves general manager Alex Anthopoulos may be inclined to make a move if the circumstances are right. What do you think? Should the Braves consider trading these key players, or is it better to hold on to them for the future? Share your thoughts in the comments. ***. 3. Braves-Reds trade proposal. Would Marcell Ozuna be the key to Cincinnati's success? As the 2025 Major League Baseball trade deadline approaches, the Atlanta Braves find themselves in a challenging position, likely becoming sellers in the market. Currently, at the All-Star break, this National League East team is trailing the Philadelphia Phillies by a significant 12.5 games for the top spot in their division and is also 9.5 games behind the San Diego Padres, who hold the final wild card position. With several teams in contention looking for a powerful bat to bolster their lineup, Marcell Ozuna, who is set to become a free agent, could attract considerable interest from various clubs. The Cincinnati Reds, aside from their standout shortstop Elly De La Cruz, might be on the lookout for an additional slugger to enhance their chances in a potential playoff series. Recently, Garrett Kerman from Clutch Points suggested a trade that would send Ozuna, who has already hit 13 home runs in 2025, to Cincinnati. Kerman noted, Marcell Ozuna has been a significant contributor to the Braves lineup since joining the team. As of mid-July, he has recorded 12 home runs, 41 RBIs, and a batting average of .236 over 88 games this season. He further explained that while Ozuna's recent performance has dipped compared to his All-Star seasons in 2023 and 2024, his advanced metrics still indicate strong potential. With a hard hit rate nearing 50% and an average exit velocity exceeding 91 miles per hour, Ozuna's bat speed and power remain impressive. For a Reds team that struggles with outfield OPS, acquiring Ozuna could be transformative. At 34 years old, Ozuna is a three-time All-Star, but his career has been marred by controversy, including a suspension during the 2021 World Series due to domestic violence charges. In his postseason career, he has played in 30 games, achieving a batting average of .250 with 5 home runs and a .724 OPS. Kerman also highlighted the financial aspect of Ozuna's contract, which is a 5-year deal worth $80 million, running through 2025. This means he is owed approximately $65 million, including incentives and remaining salary. While this represents a considerable financial obligation, the Reds have the payroll flexibility to accommodate such a commitment, especially as they seek to add proven run producers to their roster. The Reds have faced challenges with their outfield due to injuries and inconsistent performances, making the absence of a reliable power hitter a significant weakness as they pursue a wild card spot. So, why might the Braves consider trading Ozuna? Given their current struggles and the likelihood of missing the postseason, Atlanta could leverage this situation to acquire young, controllable talent. While Ronald Acuna Jr. leads the team and a complete rebuild seems unlikely, a retooling of the roster for future seasons is necessary. Trading Ozuna could be the first step in this process. Kerman remarked, For Atlanta, parting with Ozuna would be a difficult decision, but it could be a wise move considering the team's injury issues and uncertain playoff prospects. The Braves management has shown hesitance to trade players with contracts extending beyond 2025, but since Ozuna is a pending free agent, he stands out as an exception. By trading him now, Atlanta could inject fresh talent into their system while also freeing up payroll for future acquisitions. In Kerman's proposed trade, the Cincinnati Reds would receive Ozuna in exchange for third baseman Noelvi Marte, right-handed pitcher Nick Martinez, and infielder Sal Stewart, who is currently ranked as Cincinnati's number 3 prospect by MLB Pipeline. Marte is versatile and can cover multiple infield positions, having once been a top 30 prospect. Martinez is capable of starting games or coming in as a reliever, although he will reach free agency at the end of the season. Stewart, at just 21 years old, boasts an impressive .306/.377/.473 batting line, with 10 home runs and 13 stolen bases in 15 attempts this season while playing at AA Chattanooga. What do you think about this potential trade? Could it be a game changer for both teams, or do you see it differently? Share your thoughts in the comments. 4. Braves set to trade MVP candidate Marcell Ozuna? What's next for Atlanta? The Atlanta Braves find themselves engulfed in a season that can only be described as a nightmare. Rather than vying for the top spot in the National League as fans anticipated, they seem to be drifting out of playoff contention as the All-Star break approaches. This troubling situation has led the Braves management to consider the possibility of trading players as the trade deadline looms, a drastic shift from the optimistic expectations held by fans at the start of the season. One player likely to be on the trading block is Marcell Ozuna, a designated hitter and prior MVP nominee, according to Nick Villano, a fan cited. He predicts that the Braves will part ways with Ozuna in the near future, which raises significant questions for the team and its fans alike. While it would be more exciting if players like Ronald Acuna Jr. or Matt Olson were available for trade, it's far more likely that the Braves will take a step back to retool and come back stronger in the upcoming season, Villano noted. He added, Marcell Ozuna doesn't carry the same weight in trade discussions. Although he has performed admirably, he is heading into free agency at the end of the season, plays only as a designated hitter, and at 34 years old, his value as a long-term asset is diminished. He's more suited to being a temporary bat for a team in need. The Seattle Mariners emerge as a logical fit for a trade. They have successfully combined their strong pitching with respectable hitting, and acquiring Ozuna would significantly enhance their lineup as they pursue playoff success. From the Braves' standpoint, moving Ozuna appears to be a sound strategy. Given that his contract will expire at the end of the current season and the fact that they are unlikely to re-sign him, partly due to his advancing age and the expectation of a hefty salary, trading him now seems to be the practical choice. By facilitating a trade for Ozuna, the Braves could potentially acquire promising prospects, making it a more beneficial decision than holding on to him with hopes of a winter re-signing. In the current context of the team, trading a seasoned hitter like Ozuna for younger talent could pave the way for a more competitive future.